Hey, welcome to today's quick riff. So this quick riff is a little different than other riffs in that it's a chordal riff. And this is what it sounds like just to get started. So that is the idea. And just to give you like a quick explanation before I go and show you exactly what the chords look like and everything, the idea is that I'm just using nothing but Sus4 triads. And to be like super specific, in this case, I'm using an A Sus4 and a G Sus4 and just chromatically sliding between them. And all the chords I did, it's the same two Sus4 chords every single time, A Sus4 and G Sus4, with just sliding chromatically. So technically, that chromatic one in the middle, you could call it either a G sharp or an A flat Sus4, but it's just like a passing tone, not really considering that one of the chords. And this is a cool idea for writing a chord part or in your solos as well. Because if we look closely, like everybody knows their A minor pentatonic, right? And if we look at what I did over here, these two chords, this is another example of a G Sus4 and an A Sus4, same chords, and all the notes fit inside of an A minor pentatonic scale. So this is a really cool way, like if you're jamming in a minor pentatonic scale the way that we all love to do, this is a cool trick that you can always use, it will always work, is to just take Sus4 triad chords that are inside of that pentatonic scale. And in this case, I'm just playing those same two chords on different sets of strings all over the fretboard in as many spots as we want to. Of course, there's more. I didn't use them all here, but I'm using some of them just over and over and over again. This time I went down from the A to the G. This is another shape of the same chords. A down to the G, A down to the G, and in this case I went G up to the A. So it seems like I'm doing a lot more than I am, but it's actually just two chords over and over and over again, always going from A to G, except for the very last one is where I went from G to A. So now for a closer look at these chords. Okay, so this first one is this shape here. We got the 14th fret D string, 14th fret G string, both in a bar, and 15th fret B string. And now in this particular Sus4 shape, the root is this middle note on the G string. So this is an A here on the G string. This is an A Sus4. We're sliding down, and now that middle note on the G string is G. So this is G. So this is our first shape. Now the next shape that I used was this shape. So I have pinky on the D string, 12th fret, first finger on the 9th fret G string, and second or middle finger on the 10th fret B string. Now I let this finger bar just across just to make things a little easier to grab. Plus when you do that bar, this extra note in the bar here can be pretty cool sometimes, but in this case I'm not using it. So this is literally just these three notes, even though it looks like I'm barring here. And in this case, the B string or middle finger note is the root. So that's the A in this case, and then we slide down to the G. So far we got A Sus4 down to G Sus4, A Sus4 down to G sus4. The next shape that I used was a bar on the 7th fret, A string, D string, and G string. And this is basically just like the one we did here. The middle note, in this case on the D string, is the root. So this is our A, down to G. A to G, A to G, A to G again, and then the very last set that I did is this shape, which is 3rd finger, 5th fret D string, pinky, 5th fret G string, and 1st finger, 3rd fret B string. And this is a root position, Sus4 Triad, meaning that the top note is the root, so it's not the middle one or the last one. This one is like just standard, top bass note is the root. And this is the one that we started on G and went up to A. So it's the only one where I did the same chords, but just did them forward instead of backwards. And all together, we get this. So all different versions of the same chords that were all also conveniently inside of this pentatonic scale. If you wanted to move this somewhere else, let's say you were in a G minor pentatonic, it would be that bar here and there, right where all these notes are. And in this case, all right, middle note, this would be an F, this would be a G. So any F sus4 and G sus4 would all fit really nicely in a G minor pentatonic type of jam. And just to be super specific, this could be plucked, picked, anything. I was plucking these. And just to be super specific, I was plucking, and then sliding. So I was plucking the first chord, plucking the chromatic middle chord that we're not really calling one of the chords technically, and sliding into the second chord. However, all of these could be picked. So lots of cool stuff could be done with this. You could single the notes out. So really cool tricks for your soloing. So that is our new quick riff.